A very good morning to you. This is Monday with Friday, wishing for you a great week ahead. Last week I shared with you an idea about perspective from the boundary, which I said offers us a better understanding of what might be seen in the center. I suggested that the view from the center alone can induce self-deception in the persons who never travel from there to the boundaries. Having looked at that understanding of perspective in an organizational context, I promised then that this week I would conclude with the idea that our personal lives shall also benefit immensely from a view from the boundary. But how does one go to the boundary of their own self? Where is it found? Well, there is a sense in which we do that and find it each time we visit a mirror. Mirrors tell us some things we are unable to tell about our own selves, even though those truths are on us and in us. But there are some things which neither we nor a mirror can tell us about our own selves, which only some other people could. In Psychology 101, in a class several decades ago, I learned about the Johari window created by two 20th century psychologists, Joseph Luft and Harrington Ingham. They said that a human being's ability to be known was like each of 4 quadrants of a window, very much like the 3 windows behind me, except that there were 4 in this Johari window. In simplified layman's terms, through the first quadrant, an individual is known to himself and to everyone else. Through the second quadrant, he is known only to himself. He knows things about himself that nobody else knows. Through the third quadrant, he is unknown to both himself and others. Religious folk would say he is known only to God. But through that fourth quadrant are things other people see in that person that he cannot see for himself. That man, like every other human, lives inside himself. He alone is at the middle of his own life. The only way this man might see what others do but he does not yet see is through what human relations, processes, and organizational dynamics folks call a 360-degree evaluation, and what I call in this context a view from the boundary. I've known a few people in my life who have made themselves accountable to no one, touchable by no one, and correctable by no one. Now, there always come times when such persons enter a dangerous phase of life when they would be far better off if they availed themselves to the counsel of any of the hundreds of other people who see what is in them that they're unable or unwilling to see. Nobody can help them see or save themselves from their narcissism. No one can alert them to their self-destructive megalomania. The invisible 30-foot-long pole that they've erected between themselves and any fool who dares rush in to challenge them or correct them does work, and nobody wants to be that fool. And so they continue a sure and certain downward spiral in selections from a behavioral menu including selfishness, incompetence, scheming, trickery, dishonesty, self-deception, error, and a plethora of other human defects, not unlike a person afflicted with a morbid substance abuse addiction who brooks intervention from nobody. It is only when we build healthy and mature relationships with a few trusted loved ones or colleagues, relationships in which we have mutual permission to critique each other in respect and love for the betterment of each other, that we shall gain from those trusted and loving others a perspective of our own selves from the boundary. Then we shall be equipped, perhaps even motivated, to make the adjustments to our attitudes and behaviors that may make us finally better humans. Happy Thanksgiving to my American friends this week when it comes, and happy Advent to my Christian friends everywhere who shall have celebrated its first Sunday before my next episode. I am Michael Friday, and your week just got better. I'll see you again next week. Happy Monday, all the marvelous way to Friday.